ended up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
The drive by Green. Curry with it. He's picked up by Irving. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
We're going to bring you an interconference matchup in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Thompson is up there with Kevin Love. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the 3, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they can do a lot of damage from beyond the arc.
And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Tristan Thompson. First personal foul, team's first.
On its way from Curry for 2. Hits the front of the rim and out. Irving for 3. They get it again. Thompson passes to LeBron. Irving with the ball. Picked up by Thompson.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Now here's Irving. 6 points for him. For 3. Another miss by Irving. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the rejection by Smith. Up the floor. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
He hits the second from the line. And the Warriors off to a slow start here. It's a 5-point game. Curry kicks to Bogut. But they recover it. Another shot. The shot by Curry, no good.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room. Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Curry with another miss.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
He dishes it to Thompson. Here's Bogut. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
On its way from Irving for 2. Kicks it out to James. Lets it go with a 3. And another miss by Cleveland. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end. No No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless. Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Curry kicks to Barnes. And stolen by LeBron. The drive by Thompson. And here's Love from the arc. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Love's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Green. And that one is stuffed right through.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Thompson from long range. The Cavaliers leading by 7. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's James missing.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers ahead, up by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when... And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. And the players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains and pours, they have not let up from beyond the arc.
Iguodala up there with Maurice Spates. Then there's Barbosa. And there's Livingston. And it's Ezeli in at the 5 down low. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. On the wing, Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. On its way from Barbosa for 2. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The 3. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Thompson. And that's now 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Cleveland leading by 5.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Livingston dishes to Spates. Pass to Ezeli. Kicks it out to Barbosa. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
Kicks it to Smith. Back to Irving. Shot from the wing. And it's Spates with the rebound.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
It's tipped. And stolen by Spates. Here's Barbosa. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Roracle, or Oracle Arena, was rocking last season with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mozgov's checked in. Outside Irving. Buries it from three-point range.
Kyrie Irving.
Irving's got 15.
This is really the story of the game here. They've been excellent from behind the arc. Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13-plus points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
Good on the shot. And now it's an 8-point Cavalier lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Cleveland?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Spates. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. Here's Irving. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. LeBron's checked in for Shumpert. And Smith subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Thompson with it. Now Green defending. Smith the pass to Thompson. For three, Love. Cleveland the rebound. And they double up James. Love kicks to Thompson. Kicks it out to James. Irving from long range. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Andrew Bogut is checked in for Brandon Rush. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Oh, and here comes Smith all alone.
Kevin, they made less than 25% of their shots in the first quarter, coming out completely flat. They lacked energy and the execution was bad. But they've rebounded nicely here and look to extend the lead a bit with some nice shooting.
On its way from Curry for 2. He feeds it to Bogut. Barnes dishes to Green. And stolen by Love. Here's Irving. Stolen by Thompson. It's Curry outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And we finished one half of basketball. Cavaliers lead by 9. Time now for the halftime. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking them and making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5. Here's Curry with the 3.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. A baseline J. Green with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Thompson inside the line. And the shot falls short this time. Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving. Warriors trail by 11. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Curry gets the bucket.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
And here's James outside. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. From 10 feet out, and that one hits back iron. Warriors trail by 6, and stolen by James. Mozgov's shot is off, and stolen by Fry. Here's Shumpert. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Shumpert's got his first points in this one. It's Iguodala with the drive.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on LeBron James.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. Smith checked in for Shumpert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. They recover it. Iguodala, the pass to Space. That's good.
This is not a tough case to crack. I mean, if they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on defense.
You can't fall asleep in transition. Everybody needs to hightail it back to stop these fast break chances.
And the Warriors with some changes. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Barbosa in for Ian Clark.
J.R. Smith.
1:36 left here in the third quarter. For the lead, rejected by Irving. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. And stolen by Love. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Smith with the ball.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. James with the bucket.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
On its way from Barbosa for two.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Pass to Livingston. Back to Barbosa. It's stolen by Smith. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Love. And that's 21 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass. I love that superb pass that time, guys. It allowed them to get behind the defenders. The hoop was there waiting for him.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Here's Dellavedova. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And the final period of play just about to start. The Cavaliers leading by 8. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. He has the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. And it's Barnes in the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And Fry kicks to Smith. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Into the lineup.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. LeBron's checked in for Shumpert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Well, Cleveland shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Love kicks to Irving. From deep three-point range. Warriors with the rebound.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Thompson inside the line. It goes straight through with the swish. Thompson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Warriors. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
Guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted.
That's good.
And the dunk by Barnes.
One shot.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
That gives them the lead. And it's 9 points for Steph Curry.
The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
And he gets it to go. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end. And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Guys, it's their hard work inside that has them out in front, but they can't let off now. They've got to keep it going.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State.
Substitution for Warriors. Andre Iguodala.
Love dishes to Irving.
Warriors foul.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut.
That's his first personal foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Golden State ball.
So it's the Warriors now. Curry with it. Guarded now by Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
His 4th, second team.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up. You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Andre Iguodala. 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
The free throws go down and the lead goes up.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
Smith, the pass to LeBron. Got a piece of it. Iguodala with the steal. Here's Curry. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
He has 2.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Smith on the wing. Shot to stop the drought. Smith missing again. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Shooting for Golden State. And
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. From deep, Green. And it's Irving with the rebound. Puts it up from 17. Sinks it.
The entire defense was frozen footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
There's Green with the 3. That doesn't go either for Green. Here's Irving. No good. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and